I'm focusing in forex trading. I have a brand name. So the brand name is called the Road to FTT. That means Road to Full-Time Trader. Because the whole game in my life is to become a full-time trader. So the full-time trader meaning that you have an options, right? You have an option. If you don't work, if you don't have business, then you have money inside your pocket and can pay for your bills and pay for your travel expenses, or you can buy anything that you want. This is my route to FTT. And I say it again, this is a trading archetype based on major, minor volatility trading. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to check whether this is working or not, because I'm using PDF apparently. All right, this is good. All right. So this is some facts and figures about me. I have 11 years trading experience right now, and I have 26K Facebook's followers. I started like introduce myself to the markets, introduce myself to the public is about 3 years ago. And then I had 10K YouTube subscriber, 3.5K Telegram, and 25K email subscriber. They're already in my database. So why this is really important? Because the important part because you need to know why I'm doing this, because I can say that I'm really tired of some of teachers, or I'm not saying teachers, some of people's, or some of traders that only put a profit screenshot on Telegram, profit screenshot in YouTube, sorry, not YouTube, profit Telegram on Facebook, and they do not explain. There's merely a profit, but we do not understand that basically how the trend is analyzed and how entry is being made and what the exit point. So this is happening again and again and again. So I'm thinking that this may be another way that we can help the traders that really facing the real markets. That the whole idea started. And 4 years ago, I organized a class, and in that class, I had experience with students that, a 3D class, and they understand, okay, and when I asked, do you understand, fully understand? Yes, I understand. So you know how to do this? Yes, I understood this. But when they came back home, what happened, that's they blur when they're facing the market, right? When they open the chart and then blur, then they cannot do the market trading itself. They feel understand, but did not know how to facing the real markets. That's what's happening in my experience. So I remember the Mahatma Gandhi quote said, if you want to see the change, and you become the change itself. So I started myself that change. I want to give a real trading experience through YouTube. I think YouTube is a place where everybody can subscribe and everybody can, straightforward understand how to engage with me, and I can answer your question promptly. So this is my takes, right? To give real trading experience and how handling risk and emotion based on moment of decision and moment of truth. So what of moment of decision? When you have entry positions. So what you're going to do if the trend is against you? There's a moment of decision. Either you cut loss, or either you just, let it floating for 3 days, 3 weeks, or maybe you focus on the new layer entry, or maybe you focus on the, I don't know, maybe you just, close your computer, all right, switch off your computer, and then forget about it. I don't know. So that's how important that you need to have a moment of decision first, and then moment of truth. What is moment of truth? The moment of truth is that why you start trading. Why you start trading. That's the moment of truth. So why you start trading? Some people start trading because they feel like want to become rich, because they heard like some other traders that have some big cars, luxurious cars, big house, or big wife, I don't know. So everything bigger. So they feel this is a kind of lifestyle they want. So some of the people they do not know what they want. They just bump to their friends, so what you're doing. So they suddenly saw his friend or her friend making some money, then he just started. So they know what to do, right? They don't know what to do. So, and maybe you start trading the moment of truth because you want to solve currently you have a debt. You have a debt. Or maybe currently that you have a debt and you have knowledge and you need to take a step to get knowledge. I don't know where you are. That is a moment of truth. They call moment of truth, moment of decision. This is like transparently, brutally, truthful to yourself while you're trading at the moment and what the focus for your trading, all right? So that's really important. Okay. So that's why this is a basic multi-touch point. What I'm saying by this multi-touch point, you can see this is a 4 touch point. Why touch point is really important? Because I had experience with my mentors, like maybe around 8 or 9 years ago, that he already keep follow up me, right? Like most every day that he keep following up me. So Jero, so how's your trading? Jero, oh, so where's your position? Jero, what you will do if this position? So it made me realize that mentoring and coaching is need to be continuously. That's why I built up this multi-touch point. That's where you can be in my Telegram groups, all right? So this Telegram group is special because I bluntly do not want people that only share a profit screenshot. There is strict restrictions in my group. You must give analysis. The whole game is to make you independent, not dependent to other traders by signal analysis. Because I'm really against that type of mind, right? Following signals, following some prediction by others. And worst case, there are people that they are in 2 or 3 different Telegram, or 5 Telegram of different groups of different trading technique, and how they define trend, how they define the entry, how they define entry is based on merely, okay, this group A is selling on GBPUSD, so group B is selling on GBPUSD, and the third one, group C is selling GBPUSD. Oh, that's why I'm going to sell GBPUSD now. So the indicator based on the Telegram itself. So it's not going to help you in the long run, right? Do you follow me? Understand? All right, so the second part is a YouTube. YouTube now have a live chat. That means you can have real conversation with me. And this is email subscription, and on Facebook, this is a multi-touch point. Because when you have multi-touch point, you can engage with me at a multi-angle. Because I give a different content format. Like YouTube, I'm going to give you a live trading experience. In Telegram, I'm going to give you like a group that support each other to understand based on different analysis. It doesn't matter if you have different analysis. It doesn't matter that you have like uptrend analysis. I got a downtrend analysis, and we have a different view. But it's really important to create your own standalone firm decision based on what you are looking at the chart. That's really important, okay? And the email based on where I give you some example of case study. So I 2 or 3 times per week, I do blast email for you. Then I can understand, oh, this is a case study, or maybe I invite you some seminars, or I give you some opportunity that maybe this broker can have, sponsored this venues that you can come in, then I'm going to help you there. That's why I'm, basically build up this multi-touch point, right? So this is just a glimpse. I don't know, because it's not very clear. This is some of the students that follow me that have made money, obviously. All right, so this is the first one. This is Diana. So she went to my seminar in Dorset, sponsored by another broker. He doesn't know me, like maybe some of you do not know me. You just merely come here. And then he said to me, thank you, coach, to show me how to read trend. And then now, before this, he used signals and followed the other Telegram group. And then now he made his own decisions. All right, so thankfully that I begin to trust myself, because compared to before, I depend on other people or other signals. That's really important that for her, right? So he still stick with me right now, and he gained more profit. This is one of the live chat screenshot. This is one of the guy that came to my workshop last week. He just made, because the workshop is about 700, he just made about 700 from the free method that I showed on the YouTube. It's called Stosh Gila. So that Stosh that I showed, that he said that, thank you, coach, that I attended your workshop. I will attend the workshop in the next coming days, because I already made profit based on the free technique that I give, all right? So, and then this is one, this is the accommodation. This is another person that combined Stosh and the BBMA, all right? They combine Stosh and the BBMA, all right? So, if you're interested to follow me and you're interested to know more, you can go to the youtube.com/road to FTT, because I do daily live trading. Believe or not, I still doing it today for the past 3 years. Every freaking days. Right? Without stop. All right? Every freaking days without stop, and I engage Just a few things that I changed. Before this, I talked about 1.5 hours, and then I changed to 1 hour, and now it's 30 minutes because I think it's going to really take many times of my daily life, all right? So I try to put on 30-minute content format, but it's going to help you on the trading itself. Okay, so this is my YouTube channel. I have right now 444 subscribers. This is I just screenshot this morning. This is, you can see I have a few things here. This is a live trading, so I do live trading with you, and you can have a chat here with me. This is live trading. And this is also, I just launched in English last month, because before this I'm teaching in Malay. But some of the people that intrigued enough, because they asked me, do you have a written in English, or do you have a content in English? And it's bugging me for many, many years. And then I just bluntly started this like a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago within a month, right? So I got a friend from many places now. Okay, so this is the Telegram group. So https t.me road to FTT officials. We have lots of pool of traders here from Malaysia, from Indonesia, from Brunei and Singapore, because this is literally speaking in Malay. All right. But if you're interested in English, I just started this English. You need to contact my assistant 6010-237-0055 in order to give you invite links, because I don't have any official Telegram link yet. So you can contact her. So this is, I got friends from Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, Singapore, US, Brazil, Mongolia. I don't know why the Mongolian is interested. I don't know why. Because when we see in my mind, when I see Mongolian, I see horses, hawk, mountains. So there's a lot of Mongolian. This is based on my YouTube analytics and Australia, all right? So this is the common problem for traders. What the common problem for traders? Do you have experience that whenever you have buy position, you have made your analysis, you buy position, and then suddenly price come down? It's like just know where your entry is. It's something like how Malay says some sucker, sucker that haunted you, the ghost that haunted you, that you know where your trading is, right? When suddenly you made a sell position, then the price go up suddenly. And when you make positions buy, and the price go down suddenly. So it's like against you. Do you wonder what's did happen? And you wonder where's the trend? When I started this like 2007 and 2008, many of the experienced traders said, oh, you need to be friend with your trend. Friend with your trend. All right, friend with trend. So I know, but I think trend is not my friends. It's always against my position. So I know what the heck? What the heck happened to the analysis? Then this bugging me for many, many years. And also you also confused where is the trend. So some of my students, some of my subscribers asked me, Coach, can I know what is the trend? So is trend is based on H4, or based on 1 hour, or 4 hours, or based on weekly? So which time frame? So which place I want to, which time frame I want to hold on? So they do not understand, they do not comprehend. And also, where's the entry point? Where's the exit point? This is really make confusing. This is common problem. You have this common problem? So if you have a common problem, this is the right workshop for you, right? Because I'm going to solve you within 30 minutes. What the heck, Coach? It's 30 minutes? Yes, 30 minutes. In 30 minutes. So I've been trading like 3 years, and I don't know where to trade. Yes, in 30 minutes. Believe it or not, 30 minutes. All right? So how to solve? Basically, we have three types of trend trading. Like I said before in earlier my session, that we have three types of tradings, all right? Three types of trading, trend trading. The first one is understand the major trend. What are the words? Major trend, the major trend. How to define the major trend? You need to understand what's the major trend. Second part is understand the minor trend trading. You need to understand minor trend trading. I'm going to go through this one by one based on understanding major trend trading, understanding minor trend trading, and the third one is the understanding on volatility. What are the words? Volatility trading. This is a three type of trading. If you find it on YouTube, you find it in your books, or you find it, I don't know, maybe in other places, it's not be there because I just created this one. Right? I just created, suddenly just pop up in my mind because of my experience of many, many years, right? And teaching lots of thousands of students, right? So the first rule, what the first rule is the always anticipate rather than react. What the first rule? Follow me. Always anticipate rather than react. Okay, together. Always anticipate rather than react. You need to anticipate first, all right? Everything you do, you need to anticipate first. You need to anticipate if you make an entry, then profit, then what you need to do. Some of my students have problem with don't have a profit, then suddenly they make a profit. Coach, I already have 100 pay. What should I do? You know, I suddenly just, okay. So I realized some people, they have trouble at making profit position, but he has profit position. But the problem, he do not know how to do, either to make action, either in the close post or just, let the post running positively. And the third one, and the second one, that some of the people that already, in the market and they're floating, what should I do? Should I kill? Or should I delete the position, should I close the position? Or I need to wait a few days, even few weeks, even few months, and want the price come down and have a profit again. So do you have problem that when you have a red or negative floating, then you just wait for the float for many, many days? If you are experiencing that, you have a floating positions, right? Floating, that's mean you're negative positions. And then you can wait 3, 5 days, and even 2 weeks. But when you have a profit position, you immediately want to close. So what the heck has happened? So the thing happened because not only merely you don't have experience, but you maybe don't have someone that's going to show you how to trade effectively, right? How to trade effectively. So the first rule is always anticipate rather than react. That means you need to understand when you are negative position, what you should do. When you have positive position, what you should do. Or either in a sideways, what you should do. All right? You need to have many, many angles. That's really important. Okay? So what is the major trend trading? It's merely based on the focus on the candlestick trend and segment entry zone 1. So it's called MA opposite. I'm going to illustrate this based on Bollinger Band and MA systems. All right? You can use it as any technique, but I'm going to illustrate this based on Bollinger Band and moving average. All right? So the first one, you need to clearly define what is the candlestick trend. So I don't know whether you can see all this on this. So this is A. This is a candlestick trend. So candlestick trend, definition for the technical for candlestick trend, the close price. What are the words? Close price. In candlestick, there has a close price, open price, high and low. You focus on the close price. So the close price must be above, in this case, both of the pink line, purple line, then above the middle band. Okay, above the purple line and the middle band. This is a candlestick trend that shows the uptrend. You understand? You follow me? So that's it, Coach? Yes, that's it. All right, that's it. So it's just bluntly that you can see this is the candlestick close price above the both of the in this case, this is moving average. This is purple, so I call it purple rather than MA5, MA10. So it close above the MA purple and then close above the Bollinger Band. All right, this is Bollinger Band. So this is how you see for the candlestick uptrend. So it shows for the uptrend. And this one, this is a candlestick downtrend. What is called? Candlestick downtrend. So how to define the candlestick downtrend? It's a mirror for the candlestick uptrend. It's opposite way of candlestick uptrend. So the first one that is must be close below the both of the pink and the middle band. It's called candlestick downtrend. All right. What I'm trying to say that you need to identify this trend. All right. If you look on the, can you open the MT4 now? Right now, in this I think 2-minute sessions that I show you the trend, right now you should understand how to define trend, right, based on candlestick trend. But you need the setup or the system that put on your system. The system, no worries, I give for free if you want to learn and you want to see how it looks, right? So just open the all right. So, all right, so I'm going to give you some live example, right, live example. Can you give me a pair, sir? What's your name? Give me your pairs. A pairs. Any pairs? You want to give an options? Gold. Okay, ready, left gold. We are buying gold now. All right. So I'm going to show for the gold. All right. All right. So this is why this is not working. So I'm going to find it manually. So for the gold, where are you? Here's here. All right, so the gold. So what's the current trend in the goal for the 1 hour session? 1 hour. So this is really important. This is really important. If you're learning, you learn from the left to right. That's where you're learning because you need to see historical patterns. That's how learning works in Forex technique, any technique. From the left to right because you need to see historical pattern. All right? Because you want to understand this historical part. All right. In order to do live analysis, you need to look on the right to left, right to left. So in this case, we have learned before that we need to find left to right because we want to study. But for the analysis, you need to right to left. This is how you define your trend. So what to look on the right to left? What you just learned? What you just learned? Candlestick trend, right? Either uptrend or downtrend, right? So in this case, you need to see, so where is the candlestick trend, right? Where the candlestick trend? I call this candlestick dominant setup. It's a jargon name, I know. But candlestick dominant setup, what's the trend? What the candlestick is dominate whole the candlestick in this chart, all right? So you can see what the candlestick, what the latest trend? This one, no, 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 no. This one, right? So why this one? Because it's close above the pink and the middle band. So for H1, this is a buy or sell trend. Buy. All right, buy. So you look on the right to the left. This is a buy positions. All right, you got me? All right, for the week, for the daily. So what's the trend for the daily? All right. For the daily. Okay, look on the daily. Look right to left. Look from the right to left. Daily. This is daily. Right to the left. Okay, right to the left. Right to the left. All right. From the right to the left, all right, this is a bull. Bull doesn't have meaning, doesn't make sense, doesn't have meaning, doesn't have meaning. This has meaning, right? Why it has meaning? Because the close price now for the bear is close below the pink and the middle band. So for the, what time frame it is? For the daily, it's still in downtrend. For the H4, it's uptrend. H1, we just look on the H1, is uptrend. So now, coach, I'm confusing. So daily is downtrend. H1, H4, where should I follow? All right, where should I follow? Where should I focus on? So you need to focus on any time frame that you comfortable with and you trust with. What I mean by that? Okay, the key in Forex trading is always respect bigger time frame. When you have in uncertainty based on the H1, H4 daily, so you focus on bigger time frame. It's on daily, all right? So when you have three options, daily, H4, and weekly, you focus on the weekly. So that's how my thing works, all right? So respect elders. Hormati orang tua. So hormati dia. Kalau tidak, derhaka. So you need to understand that you need to respect elders, all right? So I'm going to give you some another example, all right? I'm going to rush here a bit. Okay, so now you understand the candlestick, all right, trend. So where's the entry zone, right? Where the entry zone? Blah, 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 blah. View, full mode. All right, where's the entry zone? Entry zone is the MA opposite, all right, MA opposite. The opposite of purple is pink. The opposite of purple is pink. The opposite of purple is pink. The opposite of pink is purple. So when candlestick close above the purple and the middle band, so you wait entry for the buy at the pink. Pink. Wait for the pink. You need the price to retrace down. This is candlestick trend. And then wait for the pink. It touch pink. Right? Wait for the pink. When the candlestick trend close below the middle band and the both of the pink and the middle band, then you wait for the purple. That's it. Always buy low, sell high. Always buy low, sell high. All right? That's it. That's it. That's it. All right? This is simple and straightforward. All right? That's it. Okay? So, how to define the major trend? You need to do basic analysis and mapping. What you need to do? Basic analysis and mapping. That's what you need to do. So, you do this every Monday. You do this every Monday. I'm sorry, I need to fasten my pacing a bit. All right, for the goal itself, so look on the monthly. All right, what you need to find? You need to find the candlestick trend. All right, so what you do, you take this rectangle, and then you need to do like this on the positions zone, right? Position zone. In this case, this is a candlestick trend. So based on these two MA, you do this for the, all right, for the setup, all right? So now, right now, what I want you to do, all right, go for the weekly again, then you can see this is another setup. All right, so you need to find where is the candlestick trend. All right, in this case, you can see the candlestick trend for the weekly is around here. But in this case, if you follow me longer enough, you understand this is not the candlestick trend because it's merely complement the entry zone for the monthly. All right, that means it's non-valid. So you need to find on the another one that says this is the candlestick trend, right? This is the candlestick trend. So this is the same zone with the monthly zone, right? So when you, right now, I can see practically if you have sell position, then you in the deep shit right now for gold because it's just started from the weekly and the monthly zone to go up, all right? But if you have enough margin, then you can wait for the MA deposit on the uptrend, all right, on the sell zone. Okay, then you do for the daily. I'm going to give, okay, for the daily in this case, you can see this is a candlestick trend, right? So just before, we understand this is a candlestick trend, and this is dominate holder setup, then we say this is coming down. But in this case, you understand this candlestick trend is complement entry zone for weekly and monthly. That means this is an entry, not a candlestick trend. Got me? Got me? All right, so the candlestick trend is here, all right? It's here, all right? I know you can get a little bit confusing because you don't have enough experience, but just bear with me. Remember, Socrates said, there's no learning without remembering. Socrates said, there's no learning without remembering. So you need to remember first, all right? Then you understand when you're doing it, all right? So just put in your head, all right? All right, and then go for the hash 4, all right, hash 4. And then suddenly you know this is a candlestick trend, and then this is the entry zone. I'm going to stop at the hash 4, all right? So what you need to do, this is a basic analysis time frame. So in this case, you understand that the price need to retest for the entry zone and it's go up here, right? This is the basic understanding of forex trading. You should know right now, all right? And before, all right? So this is also the entry zone for the candlestick trend, all right? And the second part also, this is known for the candlestick trend, all right? So this is the mapping. So basically, you have, in your case, on your eyes right now, you have 3 positions right now. So this is uptrend, but you have 3 possibilities. How many possibilities? 3 possibilities. The first one that is going to retest for the hash 4 zone and go up, right? And the second part that is going to retest on the weekly and goes up. And the third one is retest on the monthly and goes up. This is some major trend. So the total major trend for the month, for the gold is uptrend. How you define it? Based on candlestick trend and then based on the analysis multi-time frame. So you call basic analysis and mapping. So your mapping is, this is the trend, uptrend. All right, so the uptrend. So I trade this with 20% effort. So I'm focusing more on the next is a minor trend. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a rush because somehow I have tendency to talk a lot. So I need to make sure I'm in the right track, right? So I give you some revisions right now. What is candlestick trend? It's merely focus on candlestick close above the purple or close below the pink and the middle band. That's it. So how you do the basic analysis? You go for the monthly, weekly, daily, hash 4, and you look for the entry zone and the candlestick trend. That's it. All right? Got this? Follow me? All right. And then we go for the minor trend. Basically, it's a focus on retracement or focus on the pullback. It's focused on what? Retracement or pullback. Basically, it's against major trend. So major trend right now is uptrend, right? So you do the position against the uptrend. That means you're going to focus on sell position. What the heck, coach? Because in minor trend, it's going to give you quick money compared to major trend. All right? But you have floating position for major trend. It's okay because one day it's going to be, profit positions. But when you focus on major trend, you can do this every day. It's more on daily life trading. Because some of my students said, Coach, do we need daily trade? Do we need to do trading daily? It doesn't mean you need to do trading daily. Because as a forex trader, you do not, trading is also called trading. It's just a discipline where you to wait for the setup zone. It's not merely do trading every day. But I do trading every day because I give live example on the YouTube. You get me? All right. So the first one, how to define the minor trend that you need to use this explanation on the system, right? The first one is black line magnet. What is called? Black line magnet. So black line magnet, how to define the black line magnet? This is basically is EMA, exponential F50, as a black line. So use it as a black line. I use the color of black line, that's why I call black line magnet. If you're interested in pink, then you have pink magnet. Okay? It depends which Power Rangers that you fall into, all right? So I'm a black Power Rangers, right now. So EMF 50 and that's black line. The second one is you need to understand the candlestick close, high and low, and you need to measure H4 minimum 100 pips. How many pips? 100 pips. If daily is 150 pips and weekly is 500 pips. All right. In this case, this is my real positions, right? I already closed these positions, but I closed last week position. This is my position here. My position on the gold. This is a real position. Right? Most of my students also have the same position there. So why we trigger on this buy position, even though this is candlestick trend, downtrend, because we measure from the close price, all right, from the black line is either is 100 pip or above. So I can see this is 100 pips, so we trigger for the retracement. We focus on the retracement instead of the sell position, right? And the second part that you need to understand, the second part is MA mirror. So you have two things now, black line magnet, and the second part is MA mirror. So what is kind of mirror? When you're facing yourself in the mirror, you see who? Yourself, right? You don't see other people. If you see other people, there's something wrong with your mirror, something wrong with you. Or maybe some ghost around it. All right? So MA mirror means that the MA facing each other. Which MA? The purple and the pink. So they're facing each other. Okay. This is basically understanding based on the sideways range before the price break, right? So based on bigger time frame, focus on weekly and time frame. So you use this on the weekly and the monthly, all right? Weekly and the monthly, all right? So this is a candlestick uptrend. We know this is a candlestick uptrend over there, but now you need to see this is also triggered by MA, all right? Facing each other. It's called an MA mirror, right? So what we need to do is always respect bigger time frame. That's why we're focusing on MA mirror on weekly and monthly. All right, weekly and monthly. All right. So this is my result based on the what I just told you or spoke to you in past 15 minutes. So this is the major trend. I focus on the major trend. All right, focus on the major trend. And this major trend on the last year, this is basic focus. I have many accounts. So this is one of the accounts that I use to demonstrate in a live YouTube, because I don't do, I'm most likely love to do the forward test compared to back test. That's why I'm doing the live YouTube, right? So this is the one of the live account. So I made this around, the first May is 8.5%, and then 2% on the June, and then dropped to negative 2.6, 6.5, negative 4.5, 2.19, 3.55, and even this is on December and 1%. On the January, you can see this is a 2.7%, 2.8%, and then you can see on the March, it's like just slumps up, right? It just goes up. So why? Because I'm focusing on the minor trend trading, right? So what happened here, this is basically a trading psychology. I don't have much time to explain you on this, but I want to show this. This is the definition between the major trend trading and the minor trend trading. So this is moved like from point that 2.8% to 29%, and this month I just closed position is almost 8%. Right? I have a running position, and I close it goes up more and more. So which pair I'm using? So some of people said, oh, we must focus on this pair. No, you just focus on the setup. Merely focus on the setup. Doesn't matter time frame, doesn't matter pairs, doesn't matter time frame, and doesn't matter pairs. Okay, it's okay. Any pair is okay, any time frame. There's no such thing, okay, stick H1, stick H4, stick M30, stick weekly. No, it's merely focus on the setup that you know and understand. In this case, you understand candlestick trend, so focus on this setup. All right, got me? So roughly this is all the pairs. At average, I'm holding my position is 3 days. 3 days. So why 3 days? Because I'm focusing on the minor trend on the weekly with the MA mirror facing. And then when the price goes at that zone, so I wait for black line magnet active, and then I go against the trend of the major trend trading. But when I travel, I'm focused on major trend because I don't see the chart regularly, all right? So focus on the minor trend. You want quick win, focus on the minor trend, but you need to understand you're against the major trend, all right? Got this? I have how many minutes? 10 minutes, all right? It's like a sprint. Sprint. I don't think I have 10 minutes to share with you this volatility in trading, but somehow I try to explain a glimpse of it, right? Because I need to give you some manual explanation compared to the chart. I'm not good at the chart. This is the first time I have a chart. I have a presentation slide, all right? So I'm not good on the slide. I kind of people just play by ears, right? I kind of teaching that I know your question and focus on this. So I have all syllabus in mind. I'm not a slide person. So this is my first effort that I have slide, all right? So for the road to FTT, volatility trend trading, so it's involved risk management, win-loss ratio, risk-reward ratio, and frequency. So what involved? Risk management. What the first one? Risk management. The second part is win-loss ratio. Win-loss ratio. The third one is risk-reward ratio. And the fourth one is frequency, all right? So what is systematic trading? So I got this from the Wikipedia. So basically, volatility trading is a systematic trading. Volatility trading is systematic trading. So it's also known as a mechanical trading, all right? So it's a way of defining trade goals, risk control, and rules that can make investment and trading decisions in methodical ways, all right? You can use the same candlestick trend. I don't think I have much time, but I try to make most of the time. But you need the other one is volatility trading. So what do you mean by volatility trading? It's consists of major and minor. All right, you can see the major is coming down, the minor is up. So you focus on the volatility of major and minor, as it's called major trend trading. Okay, maybe I can demonstrate just one part of the major trend trading. It's based on candlestick trend we learned earlier. Okay, this is a major trend trading, all right? So hopefully we have time. I'm going to give you some example. We don't have enough time to show you more example. So I'm going to write this on notepad to you make understand. All right, let's say you put your initial investments. All right, is the $1,000, right? Let's say you put initial investment $1,000, right? So let's say your risk management that you are taking now is the management is 10%. So 10% from 1,000 USD, how much? 100 USD. That means if you hit stop loss, then you're going to lose 100, right? And then with the risk reward management, risk reward ratio, you're going to use this ratio. You can use any ratio, but in this case, I'm going to give you some example ratio. 1 to 2. That means when you hit one stop loss, you're going to lose 100. When you hit take profit, you're going to make double. Okay, dua kali, double. All right. So this is the risk reward ratio. So how to do this? You need a trading plan. So how to make a trading plan? One is you need to define trend, which is we already defined trend earlier based on candlestick trend, right? And the first one that we need to the entry zone. How to define entry zone? Basically, you know where's the entry zone, right? Entry zone is a MA opposite, right? And the third one that you need to understand where is the exit zone. Exit zone, which means that where is your stop loss or where your take profit, right? So this is how you define a trading plan. But you don't have trading plan. You need to start work on this first, right? So it's like a sprint now. All right, come on. All right. Okay. Let I give you some example. This is maybe I give you an example for another press because I don't want to be biased for one press. All right. Maybe GBPSD. All right. So in this case, you can do the backtest on Hashforce. So I'm going to show you a glimpse example. So let's say I give you. Let's say we started on the April itself, all right? We started now. This is how you do the backtest, all right? So just bear with me and hold on. All right, this is the 1st of April, all right? On the 1st April, you need to one is marking the candlestick trend first, all right? What the first thing you need to do, marking the candlestick trend, all right? The candlestick trend first, all right? So now you're marking the candlestick trend. So this is candlestick what? Uptrend or downtrend? Uptrend. And then you need to marking again This one, right? This one. You need to find one bull and another one is bear, the opposite of candlestick trend. So you're marking this one. This one, a bull, bear. All right, and this one is, what is this? Uptrend. And then you need to find what? Downtrend. And then go for the uptrend. And then you do this repeatedly. And you do it again and again until you don't have any positions that counter your positions, right? So basically we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades based on the April on the GBPUSD, right? Based on it. So how to implement the volatility trend trading, all right? How to implement that? The first rule is that you need to put your effort on, focus on the risk-reward ratio, right? So basically, risk-reward ratio we are using now, I just bluntly share to you, is 30 pips and 60 pips. That means you're going to make a stop loss at 30 pips, and you're going to take profit on 60 pips. Got it? Got it? All right. So let's put it this way, all right? So this is the last session, all right? No worries. Okay. This is candlestick trend. So this is the retest for the entry, right? You understand this? So you see, is it hit stop loss? Not? Yes or not? Yes, all right. So you have one stop loss. Tolong tulis sekejap. One stop loss, right? So one stop loss, right? So this is the next candlestick trend. Oh, we have wrong candlestick trend here, but no worries. I'm going to just share you. You can just use this. So one stop loss. And another one is, this is candlestick trend. This is hit stop loss or take profit. This is not hit stop loss because we're using 30 pip as stop loss. And now is TP or not? 60 pips? PP. The second one is take profit. And the third one, 3060. This is the entry zone. Stop loss, not. This is take profit, right? Take profit, the third one. Okay, the fourth one, this is the negative one. This is the entry zone. Stop loss or profit? Stop loss, all right? I'm sorry if you are a beginner. This is not a beginner class. This is like intermediate plus advanced class, all right? So this is the candlestick trend. So is stop loss or TP? TP. And then this one is you don't know yet. It's not triggered yet, right? So how many candlestick we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 candlestick that we traded here now based on candlestick trend. So we have 2 stop loss based on April. So 2 stop loss, right? 2 SL and 1 TP. All right, 3 TP, right? 3 take profit. So based on win-loss ratio is, I think it's a good ratio because it's 3 take profit and 2 for the stop loss, right? It's a mechanical way of trading approach, right? So in this case, you put, what's your risk management? Again, 10% equal to, from the 1,000 USD you have now is 100, right? So how to count this, right? This 100, you times 2, so you equal for stop loss is what? 200 USD, right? And then for the third TP, for 3 times of TP, 3 plus 100, all right? 3 multiply 100 and multiply 2, and then how much you get? 600. So what's your net profit? 6 minus 200 is 400. Basically, you made 40% based on risk management of the 10%. All right. So this is how the way it works. All right. This is how the way. This is merely focused on one single time frame without you knowing the risk of the bigger time frame, without you knowing how to minimize risk, or without knowing how to avoid risk. So basically, this is a practical approach which you don't care about the trend and you want to emotional free. All right, emotional free. So you need to do this again and again for at least 100 candlestick trend. How many? 100 candlestick trend. You need to do this again and again for 100 candlestick trend. All right, I'm going to finish this now. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So you need to do this again and again because the key, I already did demonstrations. So the key for the candlestick trends, for the systematic trading is based on, one is frequency. It must be enough frequency. All right, you don't do this like 1 month, 2 months. You need to do like minimum 1 year, all right? Minimum for the back test and the forward test, because it's not going to give you an example. This is somehow give us good example on GBPUSD, but you have enough time. You do for the 3 months or 6 months, you're going to find it's different. But the key is the frequency, and the second part is the lot size you are taking in. All right, so I don't have much time. Thank you so much for your time. This is, you can follow me, Coach, where you want to start, where you want to follow me. You can start from the youtube.com/road to FTT. All right, done?